What is up, players? It's WarbossTae up in this mug. Welcome to day 3 of the February painting challenge. And just as scheduled on track, I finished my standard bearer here. The last thing I had to do was highlight up that skull up at the top. And I remember when I first started painting skulls and bones, the technique that I learned was just base it in a bone color, which at the time was Deneb stone, then hit it with a black wash, and then highlight it if you want. But that black wash really helped to make it look very gothic and dark. And so now hitting it with the known oil and highlighting it back up with rack art flesh really does it. You don't have to add too many more highlights unless you want it to be a focal point, but I really wanted the icon to be more of a focal point. The color scheme for the red armor, which you'll see in my tutorials, is just basically that corn red base color shaded with known oil and then highlighted back up with Mephiston red and then given the fine highlight of Fire Dragon Bright. Alright, so add him to the finished pile. And unfortunately no work done on everything else, but hopefully we'll see if my luck holds out for day number 4. Let's answer the daily question, which is going to be in category 5, tell a story. Okay, while I'm telling the story, I'm going to be showing off this design for the Hero of Hobbiton graphic on a t-shirt. You could also get it in long sleeve shirts, tank tops, coffee mugs. I believe I put it on. So if you're interested, you could click on the link. It's a fun little design. And my merch store, I'm putting a lot of new designs up there. So if there's anything you're interested in, that would really help support the channel. Okay, the story time. WrestleMania tickets. When I was 8 years old, I was a part of a contest to see who could sell the most tickets for a local Boy Scout event. And man, I remember I was so stoked because I was just getting into professional wrestling, the World Wrestling Federation, and I really wanted to go. At that time, the WrestleMania was going to be in Los Angeles, and I had planned it out. My dad would watch wrestling with me every Sunday afternoon, and he was helping me go around and sell these tickets, and I was selling them at school, and I walked up and down the streets of my neighborhoods, and I was so into it, and I was really motivated. I really wanted to get those tickets. You got all expense paid trip, you got to stay at a swanky hotel, you got to go to the WrestleMania event, and it was really something that I wanted to do, and I looked forward to it, and I could taste it. I could really visualize getting those tickets. And then finally, the day came where everybody who was selling these tickets and a part of this competition would go to Aloha Tower, to this big conference hall, and they were going to do this big ceremony to see which Boy Scout troop sold the most tickets and who sold the most in that troop. And I remember they were doing like the second and the third place, and nobody in my Boy Scout troop really was interested, I think, at the time. I don't even remember if it was Boy Scout or Cub Scouts, but nobody was really interested in going and trying to sell the most except me, and I was really crossing my fingers and hoping that I could do it. And then my name got called. My dad cheered, I cried, my mom was like jumping up and down. It was one of the most proudest moments of my life. When I was a little kid, I walked up on the stage and I took those tickets. I was so happy. That summer I was going to WrestleMania. It was like the best moment of my life when I was a little kid. And yeah, it turns out in the end, I ended up not even being able to go because like nobody could take me. My parents were busy at the time. And I think I'd lost interest in WrestleMania and wrestling like months before the actual event happened. And then they were like, do you still want to go? And I thought, nah, I'm good. I'd rather stay at home and play and be a kid. I think if I was a little bit older, maybe in high school, I would have been stoked the whole way through. But I think the whole experience of really wanting something and working my butt off to achieve my goal was an experience that I'll never forget, and I hope it carries over now into this challenge. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that little story time, and if you'd like to support my channel, again, you could check out my merchandise, or you could support me directly through Patreon, and thanks so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for day number 4.